So, good morning, all of you. Now, in today's session, this session, we will see the slabs. Slabs in case of, you know, the old regime. Old regime means which is not 115 BAC regime. So, 115 BAC we have seen yesterday. I hope you understood 115 BAC. Okay, let's quickly revise first 115 BAC. 0 to 3 lakhs, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 15, above 15. What are the taxes? The taxes are 0%, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Mind you, there is no slab of 25%. Okay, with difference of 5%, after 20 you have got 30%. So we have seen that, plus we have also seen the surcharge applicability. If we can recollect surcharge applicability, then surcharge is what? Tax on tax. Surcharge is applicable when total income of the assessee is between 50 lakhs to 1 crore. It is applicable at 10%. 1 cr to 2 cr it is applicable at 15%, and above 2 crores it is applicable at 25%. So this way we have seen surcharge also. We have seen rebate also. Rebate is given, discount is given in tax when the total income of individual assessee is not exceeding 7 lakhs. Exact 7 lakhs is also okay. It should not be exceeding 7 lakh. Then this rebate is given. That rebate is available to the extent of 100% of tax payable or 25,000, whichever is lower. That also we have seen. Further, we have seen concept of marginal relief in both surcharge also and in rebate also. So assessee should not be at a loss because his income just exceeds 50 lakhs or 1 crore or 2 crores. That's why there is a concept of marginal relief. Apart from that, marginal relief concept is also there in the rebate. Means if my income just exceeds 7 lakhs, then I can be given still rebate. I can still be given rebate. You have seen till 7 lakh 27,700 rebate can come into picture with help of marginal relief. Okay, so all these things we have seen till this point, and of course before that what we had seen, who is person, who is assessee. So assessee is any person who is liable to pay tax. And who is person then? So person is individual, HUF, company, firm, association of person, body of individual, cooperative society, or any other artificial juridical person. So everyone can qualify as person, and any person who is liable to pay tax is called as assessee. Okay, so we have been trying to establish this basics yesterday. You understood that there are 5 heads of income: salary, HP, PGBP, capital gain, income from other sources. When you add all these 5 heads of income, you are going to get gross total income. But before getting your gross total income, you do some adjustment of clubbing of income and set off of losses. Then only you get gross total income. From gross total income, you can take deductions of chapter 6A. Any chapters in any act is Roman numbers. So chapter 6A, that is section 80C to 80U. Then you get total income, which is always rounded off to nearest of 10. On that total income, you are going to calculate tax. What happens when you are calculating tax? You have to pick up one of the two regimes. Either 115 BAC, which is default, but if you don't want to go in default, you can opt out of default and you can pay tax as per old provisions, which is what we are going to learn now. And these taxes what we are discussing, they are the normal rates of tax, because whenever any special transaction like winning from lottery, such transaction happens, or there are other transactions which I am going to tell you, when those happen we apply special rates of tax which come from Income Tax Act. Okay, and what we are checking are actually normal rates of tax, which were as per slabs for individuals. So now it's time to see slabs in regular provisions. What we did from so many years. Because 115 BAC is a new invention. Now the slabs, traditional slabs, which we have been seeing for so many years. So in traditional slabs, what happens, for individual as a senior citizen, some extra benefit is given. For super senior citizen, means whose age is 80 or more than 80, some another extra benefit is given. And so that's why we are dividing in regular provisions basic exemption limit in three categories. What is meaning of basic exemption limit? Basic exemption limit means that amount till which no tax is payable. For example, the basic exemption limit in 115 BAC is 3 lakhs. Because 0 to 3 lakhs, no tax. So that is basic exemption limit. Okay, so if anyone asks you what is basic exemption limit in new tax regime of 115 BAC, then that is 3 lakhs. But in the old regime, basic exemption limit is different for different type of assessees. If it is resident senior citizen, resident who? Senior means age is 60 or more than 60 in the PY. Age you have to check as on which date? In the PY or in the AY? PY, not AY. Means assume, see what I am telling you. Today's date is 22nd April 2024. Today I am filing someone's income tax return for the recently completed PY. That is 23-24. That is for AY 24-25. I am filing the return. Today is his birthday, 60th birthday. Understand, he is not a resident senior citizen. For PY 23-24, he is not resident senior citizen. Because in PY 23-24, his age was exactly 59, less than 60. 60 or more than 60 should be in the PY, not in the AY. Even if you are doing calculations in the AY, those calculations are for PY. Understood? No? This happened in my articleship. Literally the case which I told you. In AY there was a 60th birthday of client. So I got confused only. That now I am saying 60th birthday. In my Excel sheet I did the calculations assuming he is a senior citizen. And when I put it in the software, tax calculation software, it showed a different calculation. It did not show that he is a senior citizen. I got confused. I said, yes, software got wrong. I was wrong, not software. Software understands. The one who has, programmed the software has programmed it correctly. Age should be checked of the PY, not the AY. In next AY, he will become senior. Not now. Clear? So, and what you should say while saying is not more than 60. You should say 60 or more than 60. Exact 60 is also okay. Got it? Touching exact 60 is also okay. Then, super senior citizen means whose age is 80 or more than 80 in the PY. For them, what is the basic exemption limit? For them, basic exemption limit is 5 lakh. Clear, na? And for any other individual means who is not senior citizen or super senior citizen, the basic exemption limit is 2,50,000. Will you be able to remember this? Now what happens after you understand basic exemption limit? See what are the slabs. 0 to 2.5 lakhs, no tax. If I am talking about resident senior citizen, then 0 to 3 lakhs, no tax. If I am talking about resident super senior citizen, then understood now. So no need to again and again learn the slabs. Just understand BEL keeps on changing. Basic exemption limit keeps on changing. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakhs, 10%. Above 10 lakhs, 30%. So if you observe, rates of tax are high as compared to 115 BAC. Because in 115 BAC, after 15 lakhs, it was 30%. Here it is after 10 lakhs, it is 30%. And immediately after 5 lakh, it is 20%. Understood the change? Okay. So please understand, if I am senior citizen, then 0 to 3 lakhs, no tax. Whatever income falls between 3 lakh to 5 lakhs, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%. Above 10 lakhs, 30%. And if assess is resident super senior citizen, then 0 to 5 lakhs, no tax. 5 lakh to 10 lakhs, 20%. And above 10 lakhs, 30%. What changes is only basic exemption limit. And everywhere I am using the word resident, resident, resident. So today we'll see who is non-resident also and what happens because of this status. That also we will see. Okay, so please take this down. So yesterday all of you remember we have done the format. That format is your syllabus. That format itself is your syllabus of intermediate. You should know basics. You should know salary, HP, PGBP, capital gain, IFOS, clubbing, set off, carry forward, deductions of chapter 6A and computation of tax liability. Apart from that, additional chapters in the syllabus will be advanced tax and TDS and filing of returns. This becomes your syllabus. So yesterday in the second session, we discussed syllabus actually when we have seen the format. So take this down, basic exemption limit. After this, we will keep on calling it as BEL in our batch. Like a lazy person, I'll use the short form. We will keep on calling it as BEL, basic exemption limit. Keep on nicely maintaining your provisions and concepts notebook, because whole income tax will boil down to how much concisely you can do it. More concisely you can do it, it becomes easier. Page 1 of your provisions and concepts you must have left for index. Today you must have got question bank and you must have got main notes. Main notes are only for your reference. As you always know, in the main batch hardly we will refer the main notes. It's all about how we can concise. Have you done it? Shall we go ahead? Can you now take the slabs? Slabs under regular provisions. Give the heading slabs under regular provisions. So 0 to 2.5 lakhs. In bracket, can you write other, or other BEL? 0 to 2.5 lakhs or other BEL means other basic exemption limit. The tax rate will be nil. 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, tax is at 5%. Income between 5 lakh to 10 lakh, tax is at 20%. And income above 10 lakhs, tax is at 30%. Did you all get it? See, the surcharge rates will also be, of course, bit higher in this case. Higher in the sense, what changes? Above 2 CR in 115 BAC, surcharge was at 25% and that was final. But here, income between 2 CR to 5 CR, surcharge is at 15%, 25%, and income above 5 CR, surcharge is at 37%. So that is what changes here. There is a new 37%. New means different. 37% here when your total income is exceeding 5 crores. Understood? Surcharge is calculated at these percentages. Surcharge is calculated always only on the tax amount. Usually surcharge is not there. But when total income is more than 50 lakhs but not exceeding 1 crore, surcharge is at 10%. Income between 1 crore to 2 crore, surcharge is at 15%. Total income between 2 crores to 5 crore, surcharge is at 25%. And total income above 5 crores, surcharge is at 37%. Understood now? Shall we go ahead? All of you? Clear till this point? Of course, there will be concept of marginal relief also in this surcharge. We will see how it will work. And there is a concept of rebate also. But before that, you do one thing. On 6 crore rupees of income, calculate tax. First, we'll calculate on your calci. What factors you should consider? There is an individual whose age is 62. Here age matters because we have to apply different basic exemption limits. So age matters. Resident assessee 62 and total income is 6 crore. See the zeros properly. On 6 there are 7 zeros and I have also given the commas properly. So you can read the figure, it is 6 CR. So, on first 3 lakhs, no tax. Then on 3 to 5 lakhs, there is an income of 2 lakhs. On that 2 lakhs, calculate at 5%. It will be 10,000. On 5 lakh to 10 lakh, on that 5 lakh, which is between 5 lakh to 10 lakh, calculate at 20%. You will get 1 lakh. Then what exceeds 10 lakhs? 5 crore 90 lakhs. Take on your calci systematically 5 crore 90 lakh. On that, calculate at 30%. What is 5 crore 90 lakh into 30%? Check. 1 crore 77 lakhs. So take total of nil 10,000, 1 lakh and 1 crore 77 lakhs. 1 crore 78 lakh 10,000. And now what you do? Calculate surcharge at 37%. Why 37%? Because total income is exceeding 5 crores. It will be 65 lakh 89,700 and your total will be 2 crore 43 lakh 99,700 and health and education cess at 4% will be a huge figure of 9 lakh 75,988 and tax payable is coming to 2 crore 53 lakh 75,688. Tax will always be rounded off to nearest of 10 under section 288B. Total income rounded off under 288A. Tax rounded off under 288B. So your liability will be 2 crore 53 lakh 75,690. If you want, calculate effective rate of tax on your calci. Just for your understanding. 2 crore 53 lakh 75,690 upon 6 crore into 100. Tell me, 40. Did you understand? Tax liability is at 42.23229 whatever percent. So out of 6 crore, this much is paying as tax. So high is the impact of tax on your income. Can you imagine? 42% of your income is going to government. Thanks to that surcharge of 37%, which is taking away your additional 65, 89, 700. Okay, so show the calculation. So I took senior citizen so that you understand how to apply basic exemption limit in case of senior citizen also. Clear? So it is Mrs. A. whose age is 62 and who is resident assessee and having total income of 6 crore. Show systematically the working particulars amount rupees. If you have not done amount rupees, fine, but at least write rupees on the extreme right hand side. Becomes easy for you to understand. I told you every moment of tax class, income tax class especially, you will be doing calculation only. It's all about calculation. But nothing more than plus minus division multiplication. Try getting the figures on your own calci. use my working only for your checking. So I hope you are right now on the surcharge part at least. Get tax payable also. And please don't forget to round off to nearest of 10 under section 288B. Round off to nearest of 10 under section 288B. 288 is rounding off of total income. Here we are rounding off tax. So tax rounding off is under 288B. Got it? Both rounding off are to the nearest of 10. So 2 crore 53 lakh 75,690. Let me know once you are done. Those who have completed this, shall we? Go ahead. Those who have completed this, let me know. Then we will do marginal relief in this case. So anyways, when we are doing marginal relief, again you are getting practice of calculating liability. Shall we go ahead and do marginal relief concept? Concept you have already seen. You have to see examples of calculating this marginal relief in case of what we can say the normal rates of tax. Let's do it. Write down examples on tax liability calculation, including examples on tax liability calculation, including concept of marginal relief. Examples on tax liability computation, including what? Examples on tax liability computation, including marginal relief. Shall we? Write down Mr. C. So I'm giving you the main points. Mr. C, age 58. Here age matters, not senior citizen. So Mr. C, age 58, total income 2 crore 1 lakh. Total income 2 crore 1 lakh for AY 24-25. All my questions for you are going to be for AY 24-25. So Mr. C, age 58, total income 2 crore 1 lakh for AY 24-25. Okay, compute liability assuming, compute tax liability assuming he has shifted out, compute tax liability assuming he has shifted out of section compute tax liability, assuming that he has shifted out of section 115 BAC. He has shifted out of section 115 BAC. Means what? He is calculating as per old regime or regular provisions. So write down A. Step A. Step A. Income tax computation including surcharge on total income of 2 crore 1 lakh. Income tax computation on total income of 2 crore 1 lakh, including surcharge, of course. So let us calculate on 2 crore 1 lakh. How to calculate on 2 crore 1 lakh? How to calculate on 2 crore 1 lakh? So write down sub point 1, 0 to 2.5 lakhs. No tax, dash. All of you know 0 to 2.5 lakh, dash. Next, 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, tax at 5%. So 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, tax at 5%. Of course, 12,500. Understood now how? 5 lakh minus 2 lakh 50,000. That is 2 lakh 50,000 into 5%. Then 5 lakh to 10 lakh, tax at 20%. You all must be getting 5 lakh into 20%, which is 1 lakh. And then my dear friends, above 10 lakhs, tax at 30%. So above 10 lakhs, you have got 1 crore 91 lakh. So what is 1 crore 91 lakh into 30%? 57 lakh 30,000. Take total of nil, 12,500, 1 lakh and 57 lakh 30,000. 58 lakh 42,500 is going to be your subtotal. On this subtotal, you add surcharge at 25%. Why 25%? Because your income is exceeding 2 crore but not exceeding 5 crore. Calculate 25% on 58 lakh 42,500. Mind you, surcharge is tax on tax. So you should calculate 25% on 58 lakh 42,500. Are you getting 14 lakh 60,625? Take total and tell me. 73 lakh 3,125. But no need to pay this much because you are shifting from 15% surcharge to 25% surcharge only because of additional 1 lakh rupees. So better to pay that 1 lakh rupees. B step, write down. Computation of income tax on total income of exact 2 crores. Computation of income tax on total income of exact rupees 2 crores. Computation of tax on total income of exact rupees 2 crores. Why I am saying exact rupees 2 crores? Because in that case surcharge will be at 15%. You shifted to 25% because your income exceeded 2 crores. If your income was exact 2 crores, surcharge would have been at 15%. So calculate liability taking exact 2 crores. You can directly do 0 to 10 lakhs. Understood, na? 0 to 10 lakhs will not change. It will be on the extreme right hand side 1,12,500. It will be 1,12,500. 0 to 10 lakhs. You know why? Then friends, above 10 lakhs, tax at 30%. So 1 crore 90 lakhs into 30%. What is 1 crore 90 lakhs into 30%? How much? 57 lakhs. Take total of 57 lakh and 1,12,500. Did you all get? Did you all get 58 lakh 12,500? Add surcharge at 15%. What is surcharge at 15%? Yes, 8,71,875. The justification for surcharge at 15% is that total income is between 1 crore to 2 crores. So therefore, please get subtotal or total. 66 lakhs 84,375. So friends, we took jump from 66,84,375 to 73 lakh 3,125 only because of additional 1 lakh. Better in 66,84,375 add that 1 lakh and pay to government instead of paying 73 lakh 3,125. Tell government we don't want this 1 lakh. Keep it. Along with our main tax, keep this 1 lakh. If you keep this 1 lakh, our income will be exact 2 crores. Then you will not ask surcharge from us at 25. So C step, 2 crore 1 lakh less 2 crore. C step is what? 2 crore 1 lakhs less 2 crores. Means what? Actual total income less 2 crores. So what is actual total income less 2 crores? So it is 1 lakh. D step, D will be income tax on 2 crores plus rupees 1 lakh. That is B plus C. So friends, what is your income tax on 2 crores plus rupees 1 lakh? B plus C. Are you getting your B plus C as 67 lakh 84,375? Yes, no? Sure, 100%. Now D point, D is done, right? E point, tax liability. Tax liability will be lower of A and D. What is lower of A and D? So 67 lakh 84,375. So friends, eventually you are paying 67 lakh 84,375, but yet we have not added cess. So please add health and education cess at 4%. It should be 2 lakh 71,375. So your tax liability including cess means your final tax liability should be 70 lakh 55,750. Check, it should be 70 lakh 55,750. And now lastly, you all tell me how much marginal relief did you enjoy? Marginal relief you enjoyed was A minus D, means what you would have paid on 2 crore 1 lakh minus what you are actually paying before cess. So 73 lakh 3,125 minus 67 lakh 84,375. Exactly. So because of giving away that 1 lakh rupees, you have enjoyed relief of 5 lakh 18,750. Did you all get relief of 5 lakh 18,750? Did you understand? All of you done? Anyone still doing? Understood this? Can we check one more figure? Okay. Write down. Next example. Compute tax liability of Mr. D, age 65. Compute tax liability of Mr. D, age 65 in a most beneficial manner. Please underline most beneficial manner. What is the interpretation of most beneficial manner? Most beneficial manner means you can either compute as per 115 BAC or old, whichever is wherever tax liability is less. Full stop. Continue. Total income 5 crore 1 lakh. Total income 5 crore 1 lakh. Total income 5 crore 1 lakh for AY 24-25. Okay, that's it. Start doing it. On 5 crore 1 lakh, I am giving you time now. Do it yourself. Assume this is asked for 5 marks. Take 10 minutes. Take literally 10 minutes and do it. I'll not show you the solution. So it is 9:56. By 10:05, you give me the final answer. What you will have to do? Just let me tell you what you'll have to do. You'll have to calculate on 115, calculate as per 115 BAC, the slabs which we have learnt yesterday. Biggest hint for you is that in 115 BAC calculation, in this case, there will be no concept of marginal relief. Because in 115 BAC, when total income exceeds 2 crores, surcharge is at 25%. The end. Here so we have 5 crore 1 lakh. So it's way beyond 2 crores. So there is no concept of marginal relief when you are doing calculation as per 115 BAC. That's a big hint for you. That is the biggest hint for you. And when you are doing as per normal provisions, then you will have to consider 115 BAC. So question is in front of you. Complete it. Once you get the solution, let me know. So I hope all of you are doing it. Last about 3 minutes. I think it is done now. 2 minutes you need more. So friends, I think now we should do the discussion. First of all, you have to calculate liability under default tax regime, that is 115 BAC. Just check whether your liability under 115 BAC is 1 crore 47 lakh 30,000. Clear? 0 to 3 lakhs, no tax. 3 lakh to 6 lakhs, 15,000. 6 lakh to 9 lakh, 30,000. 9 lakh to 12 lakh, 45,000. 12 lakh to 15 lakh, 60,000. Or you could have done 0 to 15 lakhs, 1 lakh 50,000. And then on income exceeding 15 lakhs, tax at 30%. So 5 crore 1 lakh minus 15 lakhs, which will be 4 crore 86 lakh. So 4 crore 86 lakh into 30%. You must have got 1 crore 45 lakh 80,000, and your total would be 1 crore 47 lakh 30,000, and your surcharge at 25% would be 36 lakh 82,500, and your liability would be 1 crore 84 lakh 12,500 before cess. And there is no question of marginal relief in this case, because there is no question of income marginally exceeding surcharge applicability. Surcharge was applicable at 25% where total income exceeded 2 crores. So yours is to 5 crore 1 lakh, way ahead of that. So there is no question of relief. So what happened? You directly calculated health and education cess, and your liability here would be 1 crore 91 lakh 49,000. So how many of you got 1 crore 91 lakh 49,000? Absolutely correct. Very good. Now, under optional regime, optional means old, okay, which you might opt. That's why you're calculating in that. Resident senior citizen, 65 years. Here we have to consider the age. I hope no one made this mistake. You took 0 to 3 lakhs, no tax. 3 lakh to 5 lakh, 5%, 10,000. 5 lakh to 10 lakh. On that 5 lakh at 20%, 1 lakh. On income between, means income above 10 lakhs, means 4 crore 91 lakh into 30%, 1 crore 47 lakh 30,000. Total 1 crore 48 lakh 40,000. But since it is 2 crore 1 lakh, there will be surcharge of what percent? So it is 5 crore 1 lakh. My bad. So 4 crore 91 lakhs into 30%. You have got this. You have got the total, and surcharge will be at 37%. 54 lakh 90,800. You must have got 2 crore 3 lakh 30,800. But there will be applicable marginal relief, because just by 1 lakh it exceeds 5 crore. So just because of that 1 lakh, you have to pay exorbitant amount of surcharge. So it seems better to pay that 1 lakh away, isn't it? So calculate on exact 5 CR. Exactly on 5 CR, how much would have been your liability? So 1 lakh 10,000 on first, 10 lakhs. Then on 4 crore 90 lakhs at 30%, which would be 1 crore 47 lakhs. So 1 crore 48 lakh 10,000. And now surcharge would have been only at 25%. Only means not at 37 but 25. So 1 crore 85 lakh 12,500 would be after surcharge, and then you are happy to pay this plus 1 lakh. Which 1 lakh? 5 crore 1 lakh minus 5 crore. So 1 crore 86 lakh 12,500. So you would pay 2 crore 3 lakh 30,800 or 1 crore 86 lakh 12,500, whichever is lower. So you would have paid 1 crore 86 lakh 12,500. Add health and education cess. Yes, so is your liability before, rather, is your liability 1 crore 93 lakh 57,000 as per regular provisions, means as per old regime, not as per 115 BSc. So how many of you got 1 crore 93 lakh 57,000 correct? Very good. So finally you had to make a decision. What decision? What will you like to pay? Will you like to pay? Will you like to pay as per 115 BSc, or will you like to pay as per this 115 BSc, what is your liability? 1 crore 91 lakh 49,000 and close call. Here it is 1 crore 93 lakh 57,000. So close call, you will like to go of course for whichever is less. So you will go for 115 BSc. Write down conclusion. If you have not written, write down conclusion. Here, write down here, SSE, here SSE, here SSE would continue with default regime. Here SSE would continue with default regime REGIME. Here SSE would continue with default regime under section 115 BAC, under section 115 BAC, paying tax of rupees, paying tax of rupees 1 crore 91 lakh 49,000, as it is lower than, as it is lower than, as it is lower than tax as per optional regime, as it is lower than tax as per optional regime. Is it absolutely clear to all of you? Yes or no? How many of you got entire solution correct? Very good. One mistake. Who did one mistake? What mistake? You didn't see that he was a resident senior citizen. So it affects in your liability calculation as per optional regime. So you must have taken 0 to 2.5 lakh no tax. Got it. Fine. So silly mistake. Clear all of you? Now last thing in this session, write down rebate. Rebate under optional tax regime. Write down rebate under optional tax regime. Write down rebate under optional tax regime. In bracket old regime. That is not 115 BAC. Rebate under optional tax regime, that is old regime, that is not 115 BAC. So here rebate is simple. So leave one line, write down. It is applicable. It is applicable if total income of assessee. It is applicable if total income of assessee. It is applicable if total income of assessee is not exceeding rupees 5 lakhs. Is not exceeding rupees, how much? 5 lakhs. Double underline 5 lakhs. Okay, full stop. Next line. It shall be lower of following two. Underline lower. It shall be lower of following two. Underline lower. A, 100% of tax payable. A, 100% of tax payable. Or B, what will be B figure? You also know. No, not 25,000 here. 12,500. Why 12,500? What will be tax between 2.5 lakh to 5 lakhs? So even if your income is exact 5 lakhs, your liability will be 12,500. Because 2.5 lakh to 5 lakhs, tax at 5%. Now don't say basic exemption limit is 5 lakh. Basic exemption limit is 2.5 lakhs. Because if my income is 6 lakh or even 5 lakh 1,000, I don't get rebate. I get rebate only if my income is up to 5 lakhs. And there is no marginal relief in this case. Like there was in rebate of that 7 lakh rupees, 25,000 rebate, there was a marginal relief in 115 BSc. There is no such relief here. So write down one example just as a formality. Okay, now don't make mistake. Write down one example. Mrs. X, Mrs. X, comma, age 60. Mrs. X, comma, age 60, comma, resident in India. Resident in India, total income for PY 23-24, total income for PY 23-24, rupees 4,90,000, rupees 4,90,000. Compute tax, compute tax for AY, of course, for AY 24-25. Information is given for PY 23-24, no? So taxes for AY 24-25. Write down A point. Rupees 0 to dash. Rupees 0 to 3 lakhs. Rupees 0 to 3 lakhs. On extreme right hand side dash. Rupees 0 to 3 lakhs dash. Next line. 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs 90,000. 3 lakhs to 4 lakh 90,000. Comma tax at 5%. So what is 1 lakh 90,000 into 5%? 9,500. On extreme right hand side 9,500. Next line, therefore total, of course 9,500. All of you, total 9,500. Next line, less rebate under section 87A. Rebate under section 87A. 87 capital A. In bracket write down 9,500 or 12,500. Whichever is lower. 9,500 or 12,500, comma, whichever is lower. So what is lower? Take on the extreme right hand side 9,500. Therefore tax payable, next line, tax payable nil. Did you understand how it operates? Tax payable will be nil. Clear? So that's it in this session. In next session we will do continue with the basics. In that basics we are going to do topic of residential status. So you will understand who is resident, who is non-resident, what is the effect of that. It's very interesting. We'll see that in the next session. That's it. Thank you.